Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're tackling really one of the most chilling American mysteries. Think about Northern California, late 1960s. It's this time of, massive social change, peace and love. And then bam, this shadow falls over everything. A killer appears, calls himself the Zodiac, uses that weird cross circle symbol and just plays the media like a fiddle. It must have been terrifying.
Oh, absolutely. The audacity is just, staggering. Officially, we're looking at 5 confirmed murders, 2 attempted, between 68 and 69. But he claimed 37 victims in those creepy letters he sent, a huge difference. So our mission today really is to unpack this whole thing. It's arguably the most famous unsolved case in the U.S., and we want to give you that shortcut to understanding why it's still such a mystery.
Okay, so where does this story, this trail of terror actually begin? How did it escalate?
Well, it kicks off December 68. David Faraday, Betty Lou Jensen, Lake Herman Road. No obvious motive, just brutal. Then things ramp up. July 69, Blue Rock Springs. Darlene Perrin's killed, but Michael McGough survives. Huge break, right? First eyewitness description. But then he gets theatrical. September 69, Lake Berryessa. Broad daylight. He wears this bizarre executioner's hood, stabs Cecilia Shepard and Brian Hartnell. Brian makes it out alive too. And he draws his symbol on their car door. Just brazen.
And then the taxi driver, Paul Stein, October 69, San Francisco. People actually saw it happen, teenagers. And he took part of Stein's shirt, like a souvenir. That police mistake afterwards, the one that let him get away. How big a deal was that? And how else did he mess with everyone's heads?
Oh, that mistake was critical. Just showed how disjointed things were from the start. But yeah, the psychological stuff, that was his real weapon, wasn't it? He starts writing letters, Bay Area newspapers, taking credit, bragging, and demanding they print his codes, his ciphers, or else, kill Rampage. That's when he starts using that phrase. This is the Zodiac speaking, branding himself.
Right, the ciphers. That first one, the Z408, it was solved pretty fast, wasn't it? Like a week by a teacher.
Yeah, a high school history teacher and his wife, incredibly. And the message was just chilling. I like killing people because it is so much fun. Gives you goosebumps, doesn't it?
It really does. But did that quick solve make them think they had his number? Because the next one, Z340, that took forever.
Exactly. The Z340 was a whole different level. Completely stumped everyone for 51 years. Finally cracked in 2020. Took this team of amateur sleuths from different countries using special software and that message. More taunts. I'm not afraid of the gas chamber because it will send me to paradise all the sooner.
Yay.
They even misspelled paradise. Just defiant.
So, trying to catch this guy. It sounds like a nightmare. You mentioned jurisdictional chaos. 4 different police forces involved.
Yeah, 4 agencies. Napa County, Solano County, Vallejo PDs, San Francisco PD. Think about the coordination problems. Information sharing probably wasn't great. That fragmentation was maybe the biggest hurdle. Plus, this is way before DNA analysis as we know it. There are ballistics, fingerprints. But the prints never matched anyone on file. Handwriting analysis. Very subjective back then.
Were there key figures leading the charge, despite all that?
Oh, yeah. SFPD Detective Dave Toschi. Very dedicated, apparently quite stylish. He's supposedly the inspiration for Dirty Harry, though his career kind of ended under a cloud later on. And then there's Robert Graysmith, the political cartoonist who got obsessed. His book, Zodiac, really cemented the case in the public imagination.
Okay, let's talk suspects. Arthur Lee Allen. His name always comes up. The evidence seems pretty strong, circumstantially at least.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Lived near some victims, supposedly told a friend he wanted to hunt people, used the name Zodiac, owned a Zodiac watch, which is, quite a coincidence. And the killings seemed to stop when he was in prison for a bit, 75 to 77. It all lines up, sort of. But
there's always a but with this case, isn't there?
Always. His fingerprints never matched anything from the scenes or the letters. Handwriting. Experts said no match. And the big one, in 2002, they got a partial DNA profile from saliva on a Zodiac letter stamp. It did not match Allen's DNA. That seems pretty definitive, right? But still.
Still, the questions linger. And there was something recent, wasn't there? A Netflix show claiming a deathbed confession, though unverified.
Exactly. Just adds another layer to the whole confusing puzzle. Keeps the debate going.
So, wrapping this up, why did he get away with it? It sounds like a perfect storm.
Pretty much. He was smart, adaptable. He exploited that messy law enforcement setup. And the forensic tech just wasn't there yet. He benefited from the limitations of the time.
And his impact culturally is huge. Graysmith's book, that David Fincher movie Zodiac from 2007, it really showed how maddening the investigation was.
It did. And while people talk about modern genetic genealogy maybe solving it, the samples are really old, contaminated, degraded. It's honestly a long shot for a clean scientific answer now.
So the Zodiac killer vanished. A mix of cunning, systemic flaws, and maybe just luck. His identity is this huge blank space, a modern American myth.
Decades of searching, incredible scientific advances, and we still don't know. His true identity might just stay hidden forever.
Which leaves us with this massive question mark over American crime history, a puzzle that just keeps taunting us.